Picture this. You're standing at the bottom of your own staircase. You look up, and for a split second you feel hesitation, a wave of fear. Your knees ache just looking at them, and you wonder, how many more years can I live in this house? Japan's oldest practicing doctor says the secret to reclaiming your independence isn't a surgery or a prescription. It's a 2-minute muscle reminder that reverses what your doctor hasn't told you about aging. In the next few minutes, we're going to show you the exact 3 movements that have 80-year-olds in Japan climbing stairs like they're 40 again. And at the end, I'll reveal the lean forward secret that makes gravity work for you instead of against you. If you want to keep your home and your freedom, do not look away. If you're over 60, climbing stairs isn't just a chore, it's a barometer for your freedom. We've all been there. Maybe it's at a friend's house, a doctor's office, or even your own bedroom upstairs. You grip that railing just a little tighter than you used to. You find yourself plotting your trips upstairs so you only have to do it once a day. This is how the world starts to shrink. But why is this happening? Most people assume it's just old age or bad knees. They think the cartilage is gone and that's the end of the story. But Japan's oldest doctor has spent decades observing seniors, and his clinical findings are revolutionary. It's not just about the joints, it's about a silent process called sarcopenia. A landmark 2022 study in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity tracked over 800 adults. They found that 70% of seniors struggled with stairs, not because of heart issues or bone damage, but because of muscle mass loss that accelerates after age 50. Think about that. If the problem is muscle loss, the solution isn't a pill, it's restoration. Today, we are joined by the wisdom of Japan's medical heritage to show you that your body hasn't forgotten how to climb, it just needs to be reminded. Before we reveal the first exercise, let's do a quick check-in. Comment a 1 below if you avoid stairs whenever possible. Comment a 2 if you can still climb them, but feel exhausted or in pain afterward. This helps us understand your journey. To fix the problem, we have to understand the garden analogy that Japan's oldest doctor uses. Imagine your muscles are a garden. After age 30, we naturally start to lose muscle. After 50, that process moves into overdrive. If you stop tending the garden, the soil hardens, the plants wither, and weeds take over. In your legs, 3 specific muscle groups are withering. The quadriceps, these are the lifters. Without them, you can't pull your body weight up to the next step. The glutes, these are the pushers. They provide the power to propel you forward. The hip stabilizers, these are the balancers that keep you from wobbling or falling when you're standing on one leg, which is exactly what happens for a split second every time you take a step. When these muscles shrink, flat ground feels okay, but a staircase feels like Mount Everest. Walking on flat ground doesn't require much power, but climbing stairs, that requires strength, balance, and coordination all at once. But here is the hopeful truth. Muscle is the most plastic tissue in the human body. It can be rebuilt at 60, 70, 80, or even 90. We aren't trying to become bodybuilders. We are simply watering the garden to restore what's been neglected. Exercise number 1, the sit to stand reminder. The first exercise targets the power duo, your quadriceps and your glutes. This movement is the foundation of all stair climbing. How to do it? Find a sturdy chair, no wheels, sit at the very edge of the seat. Place your feet shoulder-width apart and scoot them back slightly so they are just behind your knees. If you need help, use the armrests. If you feel strong, hold your arms straight out in front of you. Push through your heels and stand up fully. The secret ingredient? The doctor emphasizes one thing above all else, the descent. Most people plop back down into the chair. Do not do that. The magic happens when you lower yourself back down slowly, count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, until your seat touches the chair. Why this works? In exercise science, this is called an eccentric contraction. Research shows that slowing down the lowering phase builds muscle mass significantly faster than the lifting phase. You are resisting gravity. This mimics the control you need to step down a stair without your knee buckling. Prescription? Do 10 repetitions 2 to 3 times a day. No gym, no weights, just you and a chair. Exercise number 2, the lateral step up. Now we move to a muscle you've probably never heard of, the gluteus medius. It's located on the side of your hip. This is the muscle that fails when you see someone wobble on the stairs. It's responsible for keeping your pelvis level. If this muscle is weak, your hip drops, your knee dives inward, and pain follows. How to do it? Find a small step, ideally only 4 inches high. A standard stair is 8 inches, which might be too much to start. You can use a sturdy box or the very bottom step of a staircase while holding the railing. Plant one foot firmly on the center of the step. Push up through that leg until your other foot meets it at the top. Step back down sideways to the starting position. The doctor's insight? When you do this, you'll likely notice one leg is much weaker than the other. This imbalance is a leading cause of falls. By isolating each leg, you force the weaker side to wake up. Prescription? Aim for 10 to 20 repetitions on each side. If you feel unsteady, use a countertop for support. There's no shame in using a handrail. The goal is to build the muscle, not to perform a circus act. Exercise number 3, the weighted step down. The third exercise is perhaps the most important because it addresses the number one fear seniors have, going downstairs. Statistically, more falls happen going down than going up. Why? Because going down requires braking strength. You are essentially a car going down a hill. If your brakes are weak, you crash. How to do it? Stand on a step facing forward as if you're about to walk down. Hold on to a railing for safety. Slowly lower one foot toward the floor below. Keep all your weight on the leg that is still on the step. Lightly tap the floor with your toe. Don't put weight on it. Then pull yourself back up to the starting position. The pro tip? As you get stronger, Japan's oldest doctor suggests adding progressive load. This sounds fancy, but it just means holding a 5-pound or 10-pound weight, like a water jug or a dumbbell, in each hand. The added weight forces your muscles to adapt even faster. Crucial safety check: watch your knee. As you lower yourself, make sure your knee doesn't cave inward toward your big toe. Keep it straight or slightly toward your pinky toe. This protects your ACL and meniscus from unnecessary strain. I promised you a surprise. A technique that makes stairs easier immediately, even before your muscles have finished growing. The doctor noticed that most seniors who struggle with stairs do 2 things wrong. They try to pull themselves up using the railing, and they keep their back perfectly straight and try to push up. When you do this, your center of gravity is actually behind your feet. You are fighting gravity. Every step feels twice as heavy because you are literally pulling your body weight backward while trying to go forward. The fix: the next time you approach a staircase, lean slightly forward from your hips. Just a small tilt, about 10 to 15 degrees. This shifts your center of gravity over your toes and over the step you are trying to reach. Suddenly, your body wants to go up. You are using the natural tip of your weight to assist your leg muscles. It's like the difference between pushing a car uphill and letting it roll slightly forward. Try it today. It feels like a completely different staircase. Japan's oldest doctor has one final message for you. Consistency matters more than intensity. You don't need to do these for an hour. You don't even need a gym membership. All you need is 2 to 5 minutes a day. The 2-minute exercise isn't a miracle, it's a biological reset. If you do these 3 movements, the sit to stand, the lateral step, and the step down, your brain starts sending better signals to your legs. Within 2 weeks, the ache starts to dull. Within 4 weeks, you'll find yourself reaching the top of the stairs without being out of breath. Within 6 weeks, you'll realize you haven't thought about the stairs all day. That is true freedom. Losing the ability to climb stairs isn't an inevitability of aging. It's a sign that your garden needs a little water. Your home is your sanctuary. Don't let a flight of steps take it away from you. If you found this helpful, please hit the like button. It helps this message reach other seniors who might be feeling hopeless today. And if you want more wisdom from the world's longest living experts, click the subscribe button and turn on notifications. And before you go, if you want to know what Japan's oldest doctor eats for breakfast to keep his bones strong, you need to watch this next video right here. We'll see you over there.